Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Kenny Nguyen here on Twitter, so old school, just blame it on the new guy when your organization F's up. This is an update with regards to the CoinMarketCap XRP FUD fiasco that I reported on yesterday. I don't buy this crap. Do you? And so he's retweeting out CoinMarketCap's latest tweet. I guess this was an apology or an excuse. Rather, from 22 hours ago, we made a mistake. CoinMarketCap does not want to compare the merits of any other crypto over the other. A new team member was not familiar enough with our policy on commenting on other projects, but now they are. We aim to be unbiased and let the algorithms do the talking. Kenny Nguyen responding here, let me make it clear of what I think. You guys tried to manipulate XRP price. Ian Bin's not buying it either. CZ Binance can blame whoever he wants, but considering what CoinMarketCap did to XRP with the Korean market, this is just sloppy. Now, if you guys do not remember, way back in 2017, CoinMarketCap decided to remove Korean exchanges that listed XRP from the market cap, which ultimately led to XRP dropping in the standings when you go to CoinMarketCap, right? You know, the default setting is by market capitalization. Well, that in fact dropped XRP in the standings. And you know, even despite that, back in 2017, XRP did come in at number 2 at a point. It did overtake Ethereum a couple of times in 2017. Nevertheless, here's where we are today. Also note that Binance did recently purchase CoinMarketCap. So back in 2017, that was before Binance really had anything to do with CoinMarketCap. So let's make note of that too. Anyway, just wanted to update you guys on what is going on. Because the crypto market right now looking not too great, at least the altcoin market, XRP trading right now just over 62 cents. We have seen this decline. The rest of the crypto space is essentially in the same boat. We are seeing mostly red for the cryptocurrency market. Over the last 24 hours, XRP is up a little bit, not by much though, mostly red. But, you know, we have seen red days, we have seen green days, and ultimately we're still following this trend for Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now, as of the time of this recording, at $38,600. Nothing dramatic though. We haven't seen any high volume moves, but I get it. A lot of you guys are probably very fed up. A lot of you guys, you know, I've been reading Twitter and, you know, some people are even saying, I sold all my XRP. I bought into some other cryptocurrency that I'd never heard of, and I'm going to wait. You know, I'm in this for the gains and I'm going to wait. And I'm thinking to myself, boy, patience is a virtue. You know, many of us have been waiting for a very, very, very long time. I don't know why you would sell now. I can't stress this point enough. Low volume trading. So, you know, any kind of whale or, you know, even just a big order, anybody who makes any kind of reasonably sized trade is really going to move the market because we're not seeing the same activity we had seen back, you know, last year at around the same time when we saw huge market spikes, a lot of volume, which brought XRP price or Bitcoin price up to here. So we're still not seeing it. Bitcoin dominates still, guys, at 41.7%. And, you know, the market's just been vacillating, $1.7, $1.8 trillion. The Apex asset also bringing this to our attention. Are we seeing this right now? I just put the 1929 Great Depression Dow Jones fractal next to the current era DJI. Wow, this lines up with David H. Contrarian melt up into a blow off top by roughly end of year, which is also confluence with what TechDev52 and I believe to be Bitcoin's peak. So, you know, taking a look at that fractal, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, we are seeing a lot of similarities here on the chart. And, you know, a lot of money has moved out of the S&P, the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ. Many traditional investors taking their money out of stocks and putting them into cryptocurrencies. That's my theory, at least, you know, considering all the news we have been hearing over the last, let's say, year and a half of all these institutional investors, all this institutional money, putting their money into either Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency projects that they know hold value. And I still think there's still a lot of money on the sidelines. I think that a lot of these guys are really waiting to put in big quantities of dinero once we get that regulatory clarity in the US. One thing I do know for certain though, the S&P collapsing. Okay, the stock market is closed now because it is the weekend. I'm recording this on Saturday, April the 30th. But look at this, S&P finding a bottom, probably going to make lower lows. The NASDAQ, NDAQ, the NASDAQ here also doing the same kind of thing. It actually did make a lower low yesterday on Friday. And as per that last tweet there, let me just bring up the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Guys, we are seeing the same thing on the Dow. So getting dangerously close to this low that we saw that it printed back in early March. Likely going to make lower lows, so money coming out of the stock market. into digital assets like cryptocurrencies. And I mean, don't take it from me. Guess where Brad Garlinghouse is putting his money? This courteous of Leonidas here on Twitter. Brad talks about his portfolio. And guys, this is a clip from just 2 days ago, April 28th, in the Bahamas. This is what Brad said. Listen to this.
I keep that to myself mostly. I mean, I am involved in kind of index of various other leading cryptos, but I don't do, even the stock market, I don't do a lot of individual stock picks for the same reason. But,
so do you still invest into stocks, or are you all into crypto?
I would say about 90% of my personal net worth is in crypto.
Wow, 90% of his personal net worth is in crypto. Some people down here stating the obvious. Yes, of course, 90%. Look how much XRP he has. These journalists really have creative questions. Ouch. Okay, so truth be told, Brad Garlinghouse holds a lot of XRP. Nevertheless, we know he has said in the past he's long Bitcoin, he's long Ethereum. I'm sure he's invested in many other different projects. But the big point here, 90%, he says 90% of his personal net worth is in cryptocurrency. And to that point, obviously, cryptocurrency, Brad Garlinghouse smart enough to realize that the cryptos that are going to solve problems are the ones to be invested in. And I kind of talked about this, but I feel like I didn't give it enough attention in yesterday's video. So I kind of wanted to go over it in a little bit more detail right now. The Ripple website, guys, has been revamped. And the biggest thing that I noticed, I don't know if you guys caught it, I kind of tacked it on at the end of yesterday afternoon's video, which I will link up here in the top right-hand corner if you guys didn't catch it. The entire video was informative, but at the end I felt like I didn't know where to kind of put the new Ripple revamp of their website, so I tacked it on at the end. The biggest thing I noticed, though, is that it is now, or Ripple is now, making cryptocurrency front and center to their website, whereas before, if you guys have been in this space for a long time, you remember Ripple wanted to distance themselves from XRP. They even wanted to create a new logo. They wanted to rename it on exchanges because cryptocurrency exchanges were calling XRP Ripples at a point in time. And so there was this whole shift. There was this whole kind of campaign, unofficial campaign, that Ripple led to kind of, revamp the image of XRP as its own standalone thing. This was obviously way before the lawsuit, and I have a feeling that they did this for fear that a lawsuit would occur. And sure enough, a lawsuit did occur. Anyway, Anders L here also just talking about the redesign a little bit. There is now more of a full focus on cryptocurrency, which I mentioned in yesterday's video. This is the first thing you see on the homepage. Business impact powered by crypto. First text you see when you scroll down. So they talk about using proven crypto and blockchain technology honed over a decade. Ripple's enterprise-grade solutions are faster, more transparent, and more cost-effective. So really kind of drilling down, mentioning crypto and blockchain now. Whereas before, they wanted to build their partnerships, banks, financial institutions still were a little apprehensive to jump onto the crypto train. The different use cases are now highlighted. Cross-border payments, crypto liquidity, CBDCs. I'll link this in the description if you guys are interested in reading the full thing. But I felt like I should give more time to this today. Anders L continues, if you click on cross-border payments, you are shown this. Notice that their solution now includes XRP without any solution shown without XRP. So isn't that very interesting indeed? And so this was the slide I showed in yesterday's video right at the end. Highlighting XRP right here as a bridge currency, a bridge payment cryptocurrency to send from point A to point B. In this case, the sending institution would take one type of fiat, convert it to XRP, bridge it over to another type of fiat. That takes about 3 seconds. It goes to the receiving institution. Now they're highlighting XRP on their website. The benefit of Ripple's cross-border payment solution is shown. Notice that free up working capital is the first benefit highlighted, and that is the benefit XRP ODL offers. Real-time settlement is also brought by XRP. So freeing up working capital. These are all things that we knew about. These are all talking points that Ripple have been mentioning over the years. But the biggest takeaway here now is that now it's on their website. Now they want to show the world. Now they are no longer afraid to be associated with cryptocurrency because their clients are becoming warmer to cryptocurrency. So I feel like they're kind of, maybe a little bit more comfortable in their own corporate skin at this point. So the first thing shown about Ripple's cross-border payment solution, full focus on instant settlement part, which should mean XRP. So again, instant settlement, all this stuff leads back to cryptocurrency, namely the XRP cryptocurrency, the chosen crypto for Ripple to facilitate these payments globally. The next use case shown is Ripple's liquidity hub, shown as a full solution to buy, sell, and hold digital assets. So just another slide to that. This is how it works, just kind of describing how liquidity hub works. So all XRP focused. The last use case is CBDCs. Interestingly, they write that it's a private sidechain of the XRP ledger. This will mean that settlement between different CBDCs through XRP will be as seamless as possible. But of course, the more CBDCs built on Ripple's solution, the easier. So they even mention it here, private sidechains of the XRP ledger. This is what central banks around the world are likely going to use to issue CBDCs on. Anderzel concludes by saying, it seems there is now a full focus on crypto for Ripple, which I also noticed yesterday. We know that their plan has always been to build the rails for XRP and other cryptos first. Remember the flywheel from 2020. I believe we're at a 6 now. And so he's bringing up this Ripple report from 2020 with the flywheel effect. 1 and 2, proving value, proving feasibility, which was totally 2017, 2018, 2019. Then scalability, we saw that moving into 2020, 2021 with the pandemic. You know, the need for more cross-border payments, scalability, moving to production, building trust and demand. And now the flywheel effect, guys, 5 and 6, expediting, move to go live, boosting with digital assets. Now we're seeing number 6, boosting with digital assets, loud and clear on Ripple's website as well. So wanted to thank Anderzel for this more in-depth thread about the website. I feel like I should have probably done it justice yesterday, but you know, we were going over so many other things yesterday, so I'm glad I ended up getting to it today. And you know, to that point, the central bank digital currencies and the private ledger, as mentioned down here. Coincidentally, Brad Garlinghouse touches on this in this interview he did in the Bahamas a couple of days ago. Ripple has partnered with several central banks around the world. Some we've announced, some we haven't announced yet. So there are still central bank partners that Ripple has that we don't know about yet.
At this is Ripple's really trying to solve that cross-border payments problem. You know, central bank digital currencies are domestic by nature. They're issued by a central bank or potentially issued by a central bank. So they're not really solving cross-border problems. They're solving domestic solutions more often than not. So look, I think that what we're seeing happen with stablecoins, we're seeing happen with central bank issued digital assets, I think is exciting. I'm not exactly clear how it's all going to play out. You're seeing countries experiment and test. Ripple has partnered with several central banks around the world. Some we've announced, some we haven't yet announced, that they're issuing and testing using the XRP ledger to issue their digital assets on the XRP ledger as a token. So we're excited to be working with them. And look, at our core, Ripple's really good at working with enterprise customers. A government is just a big enterprise customer. You know, we know how to sell to.
That's an interesting notion.
I mean, in some ways, it's just a really big enterprise customer, and we're pretty good at that now because we've had a lot of experience with it and worked with some of the largest banks in the world, as well as a lot of the smaller payment companies that have grown very quickly using our technology. It's helped them grow more quickly.
Enterprise-grade clients, that's Ripple's forte, apparently. But even the smaller customers, Brad Garlinghouse here stating, you know, we've got big customers, we've got small customers, and we want to work with everybody. Essentially stating, you know, in not so many words, we want to democratize payments, and this is exactly what we're doing with RippleNet technology. So I'm curious who these central bank partners are that we still do not know about. Also, you know, we are seeing, you know, going back to that flywheel effect, we are seeing more Ripple-enabled companies. Like Brad said, we've helped Ripple-enabled companies grow bigger and bigger, merge, or even, you know, buy out other companies. Hong Kong Fintech unicorn looking to raise up to $150 million in yet another funding round. So this has to do with Ripple partner Airwallex, a Fintech unicorn in Hong Kong. They're backed by Tencent, looking to raise $150 million. Guys, this was reported by Bloomberg. The 7-year-old startup raised a total of $400 million since March last year from investors across 3 funding rounds. San Francisco-based Green Oaks led a $100 million funding round in March of 2021, which was followed by a $200 million round led by Lone Pine Capital in September, and then another $100 million in November. A company spokesperson declined to confirm the fundraising effort. However, these guys are looking to raise more money, and it doesn't sound like they are having much trouble. Airwallex has raised a total of $802 million, almost $1 billion since it was founded in 2015. Its other investors, and then it just lists the other investors here. CEO Jack Zhang has previously said the $100 million raised in November would go towards M&A opportunities and accelerate Airwallex's global expansion. So, you know, one of the themes here that we're noticing with these Ripple partners, they are always looking to expand in other regions of the world, whether that's in their geographic region, but throughout other countries or even other continents. We are seeing these Ripple-enabled companies grow even further. T-Hole Benedict XRP also bringing this to our attention. Well, what do we have here? BitDCE, also from Hong Kong. They're a Hong Kong exchange. They start global payments with Simplex. $450 million daily in XRP volume, climbing since February 27th, 28th, out of nowhere. Other cryptos don't show the same increase. XRP is their #1 cryptocurrency by volume. So what does this say? Either there's a heck of a lot of people that are interested in purchasing XRP in the retail side, or maybe there's something going on behind closed doors that we don't know about. More XRP utility perhaps for local fintechs. I don't know, but BitDCE, they're cooperating with Simplex to officially start cryptocurrency global payment. That's their project. And he just gives a screen grab here of the price chart as well. Down here, he goes on to say, one of the few cryptocurrency exchanges in the world that supports Visa and MasterCard. Users of BitDCE platform can conduct cryptocurrency transactions through Visa, MasterCard, etc. Each transaction can reach up to $20,000 via legal currency in over 97 countries worldwide. And guys, again, XRP has the highest volume on this exchange. So it's no surprise to me. XRP coming out of the gate now, I feel like, the sentiment, even though retail sentiment is turning to the downside. I'm noticing it. I don't know if you guys are noticing it. Put it down in the comments if you are. Put it down in the comments too if you're still holding XRP strong, because I love it when I see the community unite. I know, guys, we've been through some tough times. I'm not gonna lie. This whole year and a half, approaching a year and a half of the SEC lawsuit has been a drain. I never thought when I started this channel that I would be talking about Ripple and XRP for an entire year, over a year now, going through a lawsuit. But, it's a significant step in our journey. But anyway, on the retail side, I'm feeling sentiment is down. But on the institutional side, there are a lot of positive observations that seems to suggest to me that we're coming out of the other end. One of the big ones was the revamping of Ripple's webpage, now focusing on cryptocurrency, very cryptocurrency centric. Of course, we have all the partners growing by leaps and bounds. And just the overall crypto market worldwide, we have a lot of institutional players wanting to jump in. Some of them have already jumped into the crypto space, and more, I have a feeling more will jump in soon. This from Documenting Ripple here, boom. The SEC literally admitted they are not even sure if Ripple ever broke any laws by selling XRP. This is fair notice gold. He's retweeting out Stefan Hubert's tweet here from February 2020. We, the SEC, have not concluded that anyone at Ripple has violated the law. We, the SEC, have not concluded that anyone at Ripple has violated the law. We, the SEC, have not concluded that anyone at Ripple has violated the law. So, paraphrasing here, sent to Ripple in connection with that investigation, signed by the SEC's declarant, stated expressly that the investigation does not mean that we have concluded that anyone has violated the law. Now, some people were critical of this tweet. XRP Crypto Cat here says, total clickbait. What you wrote and what is written on that document are two different things. They basically said that the investigation does not mean that they have concluded anything. Yes, semantics, very important. Stefan Hubert responding, nope. They stated they haven't concluded that anyone had violated the law, at least not at that time. So, how could Ripple have had fair notice if they stated, well, look, we don't know if you violated the law or not? So how could Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson know for years that they did? Please elaborate. Frank down here also mentioning this email from October of 2020. No decision yet. Thank you for the recent email. We appreciate the opportunity to review your additional concerns about Ripple cryptocurrency. Please be advised the SEC has not issued a determination on whether the cryptocurrency XRP is a security. This was from a retail holder, from my recollection, them sending this email to the SEC's help desk and asking, look, is XRP a security? And again, guys, this was from a couple of months before the lawsuit was even mentioned. Just down here, also paying attention to Anders L's response. Could we say the same about the SEC? Whitaker also saying, that's not an admission of anything other than we haven't decided yet. Stefan Hubert saying, yes, but they say Garlinghouse and Chris Larson knew they were violating the law for many years now. And, that is just not the case. So is this fair notice gold? Some are saying it is, considering what we know. There was also this, guys, the latest update in the SEC case brought to us by Michael at Val5 Links. What a crook. This time, the commission renewed its assertion that the attorney-client privilege completely protects documents related to the Hinman speech made in June of 2018. So now they're talking about attorney-client privilege here. and a few questions. So let me just go over this. The motion marks yet another attempt by the regulator to block the release of the memos, which could be key evidence for the case. The SEC had earlier tried to argue the memos are internal documents not privy to release, i.e. attorney-client privilege, but that motion was rendered moot. This time the commission renewed its assertion that the attorney-client privilege completely protects documents related to the Hinman speech. Okay, so now they're saying this is attorney-client privilege, and William Hinman, for all intents and purposes, according to them, was our lawyer, I guess. The Hinman speech made on June 14th, 2018. The letter explains that the privilege comes in line with these memes, as it reflects communication between SEC attorneys and then Director Hinman. So sorry, not Hinman as their lawyer, but Hinman as their client. The letter further mentions that officials were providing a piece of legal advice on the matter under the SEC's purview. It includes the discussion over the offer or sale of a digital asset as an investment contract. So ultimately what they're saying here is that, look, we had attorney-client privilege. This is why this information was not privy, was not available, was not open to the rest of the public. There are some problems with this, though. James K. Filan just also bringing up the update, the official release, the official document here stating the SEC has filed a letter motion asserting the attorney-client privilege in connection with the Hinman speech. So I will link this in the description if you guys are interested in reading the full response. Fred Rispoli chiming in. There's a lot to unpack here, but for now, I have to give the SEC credit. This organization has no shame and is more than content to use lack of shame as a weapon. This is essentially a motion to reconsider the reconsideration motion that was already double argued. More to come. Gunnar KC here saying the judges are to fault for allowing and showing bias, Gensler's noncompliance, ignoring the court's orders, decisions, requests, and following procedures during this fraudulent lawsuit that the SEC has brought forward to help Ethereum because Gensler, Clayton, Hinman are invested in it. So some accusations here. XRP Crypto Wolf, SEC seriously has no shame whatsoever. They keep changing their stance on William Hinman. They can't seriously expect the judge to put up with this BS forever. Or can they? Like I said, and I feel like this has been months now of the SEC realizing they do not have a leg to stand on. Finally, though, this morning, I'm so happy that Jeremy Hogan chimed in on this, because what is attorney-client privilege really? If you really are interested in attorney-client privilege, he says, then by all means read on. But just know you are a little messed up in the head. Okay, fine. Thanks, Jeremy. Attorney-client privilege requires three things, okay? And listen closely. And the SEC is going to have a problem with all three of them in this motion, and here is why. Attorney-client privilege requires a communication between an attorney and a client. Was Hinman a client of a zillion different lawyers and non-lawyers who apparently gave input on this speech? If the speech was just his personal opinion, was he even a client of all these lawyers at all? So this is the thing, right? He wasn't a client, so attorney-client privilege does not apply. Attorney-client privilege requires the communication be made in confidence. This is point number 2. There were 68 emails relating to the speech. The thing I don't think we know, did all of the emails remain within the SEC? How many non-lawyers were CC'd on this? This is also maybe a problem for the SEC. So if Ripple's lawyers can essentially prove that these emails went further than SEC lawyers, well then, boom, your attorney-client privilege argument is in the mud. Number 3, attorney-client privilege requires the communication have provided legal guidance. This is the SEC's biggest problem and why its arguments in the motion of this prong is fairly circular. The case law that the SEC is relying on is clear that policy discussions are not legal guidance. So, policy discussions very different than legal guidance. So the SEC tries to couch the emails as telling Hinman that he could legally say, and although we don't know exactly what's in the emails, I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say that the SEC is stretching the concept of legal guidance here. So, if an attorney responded to a draft of the speech, per this speech, XRP is not a security, was she saying that her legal opinion was that he can't say that in his speech, a legal opinion, or was she saying that as a matter of policy, giving the speech would impact the SEC? Very good questions that Jeremy Hogan poses here. So the third prong of the test is where the SEC is really going to have the biggest problem. Was there true legal guidance being given by these attorneys? We will await Ripple's response, and I'm sure their attorneys are on this. And if you've read this far, go do something fun. That's enough boring torture for one day. Yeah, I gotta get outside after I'm done this video. One final thing though, Allison Kershaw here on Twitter. The more FUD I read about Ripple, the more XRP I'm going to purchase. Been here for too long to fall for that BS, and I couldn't agree more, Allison. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.